Hello. See, my connection looks a little weak. Doug, wave. Doug is leaving the room. Let's see. Let's go say some hellos, and then I did to finish something here on my paper. But happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's Moongazing Monday. I'm Ava, and the channel is Aegis Paranormal. And we are so glad that you are here. Thank you so much for being here. I see Floss is here. Hello, Floss. Thanks for being here. I'm reminding everyone, get your moon emojis ready. There's Lily T. Hello. Thanks for being here. And there's my ones. All right. So ones mean you can see me and hear me. All is well. All right. Now I'm going to come over here and finish my little notes real quick. This one, this one, this one, and then this one. Mojo is in the kitchen wreaking havoc. And this one. And this one. Okay, I'm putting my order of things because I'm mixing in some brand new videos tonight. Yay! Let's see. That would take us to. That take us to this one. All right. I usually have this done before I'm started, but I was out watering flowers. Had to get that done today because it was a hot day today, and I want happy flowers out there in my flower gardens. I still have the deer are still munching on my wildflower garden, and I have no way to keep it from happening. But the bright side is not all of them are eaten, so we'll see how it turns out. Oh. All right, let's see here. Lily says, I'm going to bed. It's been a long day. I totally understand. Christina is here. Hello. Thanks for being here. And Christina says, love the new videos. Love the old ones too. Awesome. Lily says, sorry, I'm not going to see the new videos tonight. That's okay, sweet lady. You get your rest. You get your rest. Absolutely. All right, well, we are going to start with one of the new ones. And let me get over there. Here we go. Let's get going. All right. Well, I hope you're enjoying the new ones. I tried to use some new editing techniques. I don't mean editing the photographs, I mean editing in the editor, putting the video together. And I was very happy with the way they turned out. When we were out at Potterfield Park, and we were there for a campfire, and I recorded the night sounds that you hear in this video. I recorded those there out at the farm. And I thought the texture of the video with the moon photos and the movement that I edited in and the night sounds that I put in under the music soundtrack, I was very pleased, and I'm looking forward to editing some more. I had a good time editing these. And some of the pictures, some of the pictures we did in a new style of photography that we've not done, and I saw a wow in there on one of those, so you noticed. So thank you for that. And we just have so much fun with this photography, and very happy that we get to share it with you here. All right, Christina has to go water plants, but we'll take us with her. Yay! All right, we got mini emojis going on. And when it's a new one, I'll let you know. I got 3 more new ones to do this evening. There it is. Thank you, Floss. Thank you, Christina. Yes, she noticed. And and again, I mean, I can't take credit. It's the camera first. It's the atmosphere conditions second. And because depending on what's in the atmosphere determines on how good of a close-up you can get and stay focused. And it has to be a good night for that to happen. And so we hit a good night. All right, let's put my marker in the chat. And let's go look at some more. Okay, so this next one is an older one, and then it's going to be followed by a new one. All right, here we go. So we're right here. And here comes a new one. Let's see, maybe this one right here. right. I forgot where I was. I couldn't find myself, but I found myself. I'm no longer lost. I hope you're enjoying these as much as I am. Betty Boy just sat down in his dog bed. I think he's going to lay down. Let's get over here to the comments section. And we've got more mini emojis coming in. Oh, Christina says, I haven't gone out yet. I'm dreading it because of the darn allergies. When I was out there watering just a few minutes ago, I got bitten by mosquitoes. They're really out. We watched another new one. And it had some photos, but it also had some video of the clouds going past the moon. And it looks like I'm moving the camera, but I'm not. It also looks like it might be time lapse because they're moving so fast, but it is not. That is just how fast the clouds were moving that night. It was amazing. Yes, those clouds were moving. Yes, they were, Sloss says. Oh, my phone's not on silent. It is now. Okay. It's just a notification. All right. Well, I've got 2 more in this next section. The first one is a new one, and then the third one is going to be a new one. So I hope you enjoy them, and I'll be right back after these. So, 73. Here we go. All right. I'm so pleased with the way those turned out. So, how many layers of editing is that? That's loading it into the editor. The photos, I have to manually put in there how long I want each one to be, how many seconds. Then I go back and I add any movement that I want in there. Then I saved that. Then I added the crickets, the night sounds, which I find so relaxing. Saved that, and then I added the music. So that's 5 layers of editing there to make that happen. And I'm not complaining. I enjoy editing. So for me, it was fun. And I enjoy learning new techniques of editing as I go. So I am celebrating those new videos. Let's see here. That I had more of the moon passing the clouds passing the moon. Thank you, Floss. Those were those color burst photos, and just caught it at the right moment. One time, now this was before YouTube, I actually captured a moonbeam coming down through the trees and actually touching the forest floor. I was like, wow. Did I do that? Here we go. Yeah. Hey, there's Fan Life with Gina. Hello. Thanks for being here. So tonight we featured 5 new videos, and I'm very excited about those. I'll be posting them as individual videos, one at a time, as I go, and I'm looking forward to it. I have so many moon projects in the works right now. That's a good thing. right, let's get over here and finish out the evening. And we're going to start with this one. Let me find it. There it is. All right, here we go. Well, I've had a fun time this evening, and we're not out of time yet, but I just want to make sure I have time to get everything in that I want to squeeze into this hour. This is the shortest hour of all the lives that I do, and I guess it's because I'm busy running it and I'm watching all the videos, and I'm also putting emojis in the chat, and I just enjoy this live very much, very much. Um, I want to thank everybody for taking time to spend part of your day or evening with us here. And thank you to those who will be watching the replay. And thank everyone who watches our videos and helps us grow. You are so appreciated. Very, very appreciated. And I just want to remind you that you are an awesome person and you have worth. You matter. And if you are struggling right now, just know that you are not alone. So many of us struggle for so many reasons. It could be health, it could be depression, anxiety, it could be sadness, it could be financial, it could be just being overwhelmed, right? Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Whatever the reason, you are struggling. If you are, just know that you're not alone. Anytime you're struggling, you're never alone. And hang on with all you've got, because you matter. And you are inspiring people around you, even if you're unaware that you're doing so. So keep hanging on and never give up. And with that, I'm going to take us out with, I wish I'd kept track of which one it was. I'm going to take us out with one of the new ones. And I think it's this one that I want. I didn't really make a note. And then the outro will follow this. So have a wonderful evening. you.